31-year-old Matthew Hedges was arrested at Dubai airport at the end of a 2-week research trip as part of his PhD on the country's security policies. Last month, the court in Abu Dhabi granted him conditional bail, raising hopes he might soon be cleared of all charges. But the sentence of life imprisonment is a massive blow to those expectations.
This all leads us to think that, it is a very dangerous place. And we already know the UAE is dangerous for journalists, for activists, for any critics of any sort. And so now we also know it is absolutely dangerous for academics who want to conduct research in the country as well.
Matthew's wife, Daniela Tejada, said in a statement, "I am in complete shock and I don't know what to do. Matthew is innocent." The British government must take a stand now for Matthew. They say that the UAE is an ally, but the overwhelmingly arbitrary handling of Matt's case indicates a scarily different reality. Matthew, she said, was shaking when he heard the verdict. The UAE authorities should feel ashamed for such an obvious injustice. It's only 10 days since the British Foreign Secretary met the Crown Prince in Abu Dhabi and personally discussed Matthew Hedges' case. It seems to have had no impact on the outcome. In an indication of the level of concern here at the UK Foreign Office, the Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt first issued a statement expressing his deep shock at the sentence issued on Matthew Hedges. But he then followed it up with a post on social media which said the following: "Matthew Hedges' news extremely worrying. We have seen no evidence to back up the charges against him. The FCO will do all we can to get him home, and I will meet his wife Daniela tomorrow, Thursday." The UAE claimed to be a friend and ally of the UK, so there will be serious diplomatic consequences. And he finished that tweet with the word unacceptable. And the Prime Minister is also taking a close interest.
We are, of course, as he is, deeply disappointed and concerned at today's verdict, and I realise how difficult and distressing this is, both for Matthew Hedges but also for his family. We are raising it with the Emirati authorities at the highest level.
Military procurement deals have long been a central plank of UK Mideast diplomacy, but those links have been strained by the civilian casualties from the UAE's involvement in the war in Yemen, and by concerns over a clampdown in which counter-terrorism laws are being used to jail political dissidents and human rights activists, and indeed anyone who raises concerns or criticisms about the country. Matthew Hedges' PhD studies may have led the UAE authorities to regard him in a similar light. But he has repeatedly denied the charges of spying, and his supporters insist he is innocent. Nonetheless, his options are dwindling. He has 30 days now to appeal against his sentence. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, London.